Junior, when I came into office, we saw contracts under the last administration. When the ministry gave a baseline, how much a certain work will cost, and I gave figures, say 60 million. We saw the companies bid, companies who were friends of ministers and so bid, way under, and won the contract, won the bid for 40 million. If the ministry's baseline cost is 60 million, how can you possibly do the work for 40 million? Yeah, you know what we saw again? We saw after 6 months, after winning the bid, contract amount moved from 46 million to 100 million. And the justification was that price of materials increased. Listen, what I'm saying here is a fact. Contracts moving from 46 million to over $100 million. When we came in office, Julian, from 100 to 89. When we came in office, we flagged these things. Junior, listen carefully, right? We flagged these things. And we had to go back to the drawing board to talk to these companies. Because, Junior, I can tell you. So when I hear the other side trying to paint us like, oh, MIT gets $15 million and 50,000 by 200 is 10,000. There's a reason, Junior, why that mistake was made. There was a reason. Because the agenda is to try to fool the Grenadian people and to paint this government in a bad light. And when they're talking about the Criff insurance money, over $100 million, ask them about the contract that they moved from $46 million to over $100 million. And where that money was going. Ask them that. You see? But we don't come out and say these things so they feel that because we're talking now, they could just hide that under the carpet and start to, do what they're doing. But every cent that we spend as an administration can be accounted for. Because we are not like that. We are not. And if any one of them is brave enough, tell them to come on this program and argue with me. They can't. Because you know why? It's a fact. So ask yourself, Grenada, who is really corrupt? Who is really corrupt? Who? None of them, Junior, can argue this with me. But guess what? Our style is not to sit down and tell you about the negative. Our style is to try and do our best. Try to push. Try to transform the country. That is our style.